First of all, I thank Jesus and Mother Mary 1,000 times. My name is Bettina. I made my first Marian covenant through the Kreupasanam website last year. Later, on March 29, 2025, I made the pilgrimage covenant here at the Kreupasanam shrine. I would first like to share the blessings I have received through the Marian covenant of my mother. I'm a type 1 diabetic and have been living with diabetes since the age of 16. I take insulin injections 3 times a day. My blood sugar levels are usually very high and fluctuate widely, swinging from high to low and back again. It has been extremely difficult to keep them stable. I haven't been very disciplined with my diet either. And to be honest, I haven't taken it very seriously. My marriage was greatly delayed because of this. When I was around 28, we had already spent nearly 2 years looking for a suitable alliance. But I received very few proposals, and whenever I did, things never worked out, mostly because of my health condition. My mother included this intention in her covenant prayers. As a result, I was blessed with a suitable alliance and got married at the age of 28. One constant worry was whether I would be able to have a child in time, or even have one at all, because of my diabetes. My mother had prayed for this as well when she made her covenant. When I got married, I prayed to Mother Mary to bless me with a child, and I promised that I would give the child her name. At that time, my sugar levels were still very erratic and difficult to manage, sometimes shooting up to 400 or even 500. But I truly believe I conceived on the very day I made that prayer to Mother Mary. Jesus blessed me with a daughter the same year through Mother's intercession. This is my daughter Mary. I named her after Mother Mary. She is 4 years old now. My mother was no longer with us by the time of my daughter's baptism. She passed away during the COVID pandemic from COVID, which developed into pneumonia. This is my elder sister. After our mother passed away, both of us decided to make a Marian covenant at Kreupasanam. It was actually she who suggested it first. After that, I felt a strong inner calling to do this as well. I used to come to Kreupasanam with my late mother in the past, but I felt to make the covenant on my own. Right after making the online covenant last year, I have got this very special blessing. I had an apartment in Vasai, Mumbai. I was unable to sell that off despite wishing to sell it. There wasn't any specific reason. It was a good apartment with all facilities. But there was some unknown block that we couldn't sell it despite trying it for over a year. Once I included this intention in my covenant, everything started falling in place, and the apartment was sold soon after. After that, we began searching for a home in Kerala. I had included this intention in my Marian covenant, dedicating it to Mother Mary. We prayed specifically to settle down in Kottayam, and Mother Mary soon interceded on our behalf to help us find a home. We prayed for a 4-bedroom house and intended that one of the rooms would be dedicated as a prayer room. My father was also helping me in the search for a good house. When we first started looking, I didn't pay much attention, mainly because I was focused on finding a newly built home. It was my father who first saw this house and suggested that we move forward with buying it. That's when I noticed something truly special. This home had 4 bedrooms, and the 4th room felt perfectly suited to be a prayer room. God had answered my prayers and blessed me with exactly the kind of home I had asked and hoped for. The strongest sign of Mother Mary's intercession came in when I visited the house. The family living there before us had already been living by the Marian covenant. From that home, we received holy salt and a bundle of Kreupasanam newsletters, which we later distributed to others. And not just that, when the previous owner handed over the house keys, the keychain had a medal of Kreupasanam Mother. I was completely convinced that this home was a gift from the Mother Mary. She made it clear to me through the strong and convincing signs. All 3 of these testimonies are blessings that I had prayed for and included in my covenant intentions. Apart from these blessings, I don't have a particularly well-paying job. I work in a remote IT support role for a small Sweden-based company. Pay revisions were never something I could normally expect. Still, I had submitted a request for a peer review, though I wasn't very hopeful about it. Around that time, while I was visiting my sister, I experienced a sudden drop in my blood sugar levels and had to be hospitalized. I then contacted my office to inform them that I had been hospitalized. That's when my boss reached out to ask if I needed any help. I explained my health condition and how I need to regularly administer insulin to keep my sugar levels stable. To my surprise, they offered to cover the cost of my insulin supplements. On top of that, I received a pay raise that was 4 times higher than what I had originally requested. This was another unexpected blessing I've received while living by the Marian Covenant. Above all, I have received many spiritual graces through this Marian Covenant. It was very difficult for me to forgive others who hurt me with their words, but I received the grace to forgive them. I have always felt that my prayer life is guided by Mother Mary and Jesus. That guidance became even stronger after making this covenant. My father passed away on May 12th this year. About 6 months before he was diagnosed, Jesus revealed to me through dreams that something was wrong with his spine. I feel that I was being prepared to face the health challenges he would go through. During his last days, he was bedridden. Both of us did our best to care for him. We had Mother Mary and Jesus with us during that difficult time, and we felt their presence very strongly. I don't know how faithful I've been in my covenant, but our God has been 100% faithful to me. I have fallen quite often. I know that none of the blessings I've received are because of my merit, but only by His grace. I renewed my covenant today. I wholeheartedly wish to live by my covenant in the most faithful way. Lord Jesus has ignored all my shortcomings and blessed me abundantly. For evangelization, I share about Jesus Christ with everyone I meet. I count my blessings and show them my daughter as a testimony of how blessed I am. When childless people share their struggles with me, I tell them how Lord Jesus gifted me this daughter despite my health issues after I made the Marian Covenant at Kreupasanam. We also hand out the Kreupasanam newsletters to people we meet at medical college hospitals, bus stations, and other public places. Before giving out the newsletters, I always pray that the people who receive them will be blessed to learn about Lord Jesus and turn to Him. I also try to help orphanages and old age homes as much as I can.